His wife showed up. It was a vibe brand. Look, James Jones called me out yesterday, and rightfully so, because I had my doubts in Kyle Shanahan. I had my doubts in this Niners team. But family, hear me loud and clear when I say my faith has been restored.
Oh, okay.
I had a seed of doubt.
I feel like you always had faith.
I had a seed of doubt in Shanahan.
Okay.
Now, not a real seed of doubt, but my faith has been restored for this reason. Shanahan went back to his roots.
Yeah.
He did what he wanted to do. Again, he established the run, and he established it early. Yesterday, 9 called runs, y'all. 9 called runs in the first 2 series. But the week before, only 2 rushing attempts.
That's right.
He established the run. He committed to the run. What I look at it is he ate his veggies before he ever tried dessert. And those that got kids know how important that is. The running game of your vegetables.
Okay.
Commit to your vegetables. That's a part of a proper and balanced diet. Then you can get to the trick plays. Then you can get to the dessert. He established the run. But even furthermore, family, this is the most important thing I will say on the show today.
Okay.
My faith is restored in the future of the Niners. They're impactful players outside of Nick Bosa. Green, 2nd-round pick. He got a pick. Mustafa, 4th-round pick.
Rookies.
Interception in the first half, rookie. Garendo, 4th-round pick. Rookie, 99 yards. Right. Undrafted running back Mason still had, I think, 70 yards before he left the game. 7th-round pick in Brock Purdy. Jawan Jennings still was out there trying to find ways to make plays. George Kittle, 5th-round pick. He an old guard. Fred Warner, 3rd-round pick. He an old guard. So even as I think about the future of the Niners, James, Shady, Chase, the present is bright because they're back on track. The future is still bright because once Brock Purdy gets paid, you're going to need those 4th-round picks, 2nd-round picks to show up, and they did yesterday. The future is about as bright as it could be in the Bay, and I'm loving it.
So you was lost, and now you found.
And now I'm found.
I mean, you've always been a fan.
Yeah. And now I'm found.
Always been a fan. Bang, Niner gang. We had a lot of doubts about Brock Purdy.
We did.
Yeah, he showed up. Now, Kyle Shanahan, I always had belief in him.
Yeah.
Right? And even the pitch back, which you was talking about earlier, he had a lot of little wrinkles in there, too, now. I seen Debo put a motion in handoffs.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing. That's what I was talking about. Like, the way Kyle Shanahan designed these plays, that's who he is. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least he's consistent. Fred Warner, you was right. You was right. 'Cause I knew Fred was nice.
Yeah. He was really nice.
But I knew he was a great player, but, he showed it. I'm the best player on this field.
Yeah.
Now, I think him and Brock Purdy kind of compete for who's the best player on the field. But that's a good thing for a team when your offensive quarterback is balling out and your best player on defense is balling out. They had a lot of injuries, and they still overcame that.
Sir.
I want to say this about the Niners, though. There was a lot of question marks, like how can they win this game? Or if they went 0-3 in the division, what would they look like? And they answered the bell. And look, from play 1 to the end of the game, finishing out, because even though we got a little scared, because they've been kind of giving leads away, they say, you know what? They got to huddle say, listen, we are not giving this lead up. Defense, lock in. Offense, let's seal the game. I love what I've seen out there. They look physical. They look tough. They look smart. They play great football.
I don't know if I lost belief so much as like a little bit worried because they'd shown this in 2021, 3-4 start, 2022, 3-5 start. But it was not only that they won on the road in the division, which Shanahan and Purdy, they own the Seahawks, but it was how they won, right? From the start, you have 33 rushes for 228 yards. You have 28 passes for 255 yards. The balance on offense was where it needed to be. And to Shady's point, because of that balance, Brock Purdy balled out, had his best game of the year. But most importantly, they finished. They finished. Week 5, they had a 13-point lead at half against Cardinals. Lost division. Week 3, 14-point lead in the 3rd quarter versus the Rams. Lost. This week, I thought they were going to do it again.
I know.
They had a 20-point lead going into the 3rd quarter, and it got to a 6-point game at one point, or 8-point game at one point. And I turned it back on because I turned it off, I'm going to be honest. I'm like, we're going to talk about Purdy, we're going to talk about They came back, and then they were able to put them in the coffin, man. It was special to see that the offense was rolling, the defense, which I had issues with Kyle Shanahan. He had to talk to Nick Sorensen yesterday. He said, get some turnovers. Got 3 of those things, right? And then special teams was special at times, right? But just overall, how they won was really impressive.
Yeah.
So all 3 of y'all's telling me the confidence is restored in the Niners after this game against Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. Like, you guys seen that?
How they won.
Y'all
They were 3-1 for the game started.
Y'all seen that
0-2
dominant
division.
49ers team that y'all used to seeing. You seen that?
With the Young Bucks, too.
I still need a little more.
But it's stepping stones, though, right?
No question. I'm not saying it ain't that.
Get to your take. Get to your take.
I'm not saying it ain't that. I'm just saying y'all just sound confident, like restored.
You don't like the Seahawks?
It's not. It's not restored.
Okay.
But My answer will be my question will be answered very soon, and that will be this week. Because the only reason why it's not restored is because the playoffs is not where we're trying to go, y'all.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? We are trying to get back to that dominant football team because the Super Bowl is all that matters for us.
Yeah.
Patty Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs is coming up next week. Ooh. My faith, confidence, whatever you want to say, will be restored if I see that dominant 49ers team against Patty Mahomes, a team that we think is going three-peat. We're taking him over the field. But if it was a team that we said, who's second? We'd probably take the Niners over the field. You understand what I'm saying? So I need to see it next week against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs because I still seen, like you guys are saying, I still seen, and as I was watching the game, I'm like, the Niners about to get this one up. I don't usually say that about a Kyle Shanahan Niners team, especially up in the fourth quarter with double-digit leads. I'm sitting there like, I seen that kickoff return. I said, Seattle gonna mess around and get back in this game and win this game. So I still have some questions. They did not look dominant the way I wanted them to look dominant. Did they get the W? Absolutely. But I need to see it against the
that's stepping stone. So, yes, they haven't been like the old dominant Niners like we're used to seeing.
Yep.
But I'm going to take that win and then we all played this game, right? Yep. And let's think about put yourself back in that helmet and them cleats where you on the road and you playing in Seattle.
Hard to win.
Super hard to win.
Division game.
Right? I don't care if Geno Smith's back there, quarterback or whoever. Right? Maybe I feel confident if Jimmy G's back there. But anyway, it's hard as hell to win there. It's loud. And then, have you ever been up by like 21, 22 points? That's hard to stay there. Because now the playbook, okay, we got these plays. Okay, Kittle's actually playing really good. You know what? We're done. Right? So now on the other side, on defense, hey, look, don't let no balls get behind you. Put everything in front of you. Like, play conservative. Because they wasn't blitzing. They was just playing safe. Then they're scoring. Then we get the ball back. Okay, let's run the ball, run the clock out. So when you're up by like 20-some points, it's hard to keep that lead.
But my only thing, Shady, is the past Niner teams, those is blowouts. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the past Niners teams, if they are winning like that, they are going to
Here's my thing, though. Here's the first thing I needed to see the Niners do, which they did. Don't beat yourself. Against the Cardinals, the Niners beat themselves. So I need you to beat the low-level teams, which I believe the Arizona Cardinals are, and the Seattle Seahawks by the end of the season will be a mid to low-level team. The Niners can beat those teams just by playing straight ball. Then when you play the Chiefs, you're going to have to do a little bit more. When you play the Lions, you're going to have to do a little bit more. When you play the Ravens, you're going to have to do a little bit more. But the Niners didn't beat themselves. That's what I need to see first and foremost, James, and that's what I saw yesterday. To your point, when you play the big dogs, then you're going to have to be outside yourself. But again, James, they lost their RB2. They were playing RB3, Guerrero. They're playing a fourth-round rookie. Ayuk made, I think, 2 plays. He gave us 2 plays. Thank God for them 2 plays. But I'm still waiting to see the $120 million Brandon Ayuk. Because when I look around the league and I see the other $120 million receivers, CeeDee Lamb getting busy. Jamar Chase finna be $120 million, getting busy. Did y'all see Justin Jefferson in London, drew 4 penalties? Getting busy. So I'm still waiting on Ayuk. So the fact that, James, the Niners beat the Seahawks in Seattle by 11 after giving up a kick return for a touchdown without all them cats, I'm happy with it.
It's hard to win.
Yes,
it's harder to win on the road.
Yes,
it's harder to win on the road a division game.
Yes,
so I'm not taking nothing away from this win. All I'm saying is since Kyle Shanahan has been the head coach for the San Francisco 49ers, injuries or not, they've looked more of a dominant football team than I'm seeing right now.
That's true. You say that.
That's all I'm saying. So now I need to see you go up against a really good team because the last time I seen you against a really good team, it wasn't good against the Minnesota Vikings. And then I seen you lay a couple eggs against teams that weren't that good. You bounce back after losing 2 in a row. Understand that. But I need to see this team be consistent, and I need to see them against a really good football team, how they look, and I have not seen them get back to that dominance. I haven't. I don't see it out there.
I don't think you can overlook injuries, though. Like you're saying, it's part of the game, but they're testing their depth. They're testing their draft class. And it takes time for these young bucks who haven't played a lot to get some time. I mean, they're without CMC and without Jordan Mason. They're on running back 3. George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Trent Williams all missed snaps last night. On the road, they're down to their 3rd string.
Thursday night.
They're down. It's the Thursday night game. You said they were going to lose fallen shoulders. They lost a ton of fallen soldiers. Kittle ain't healthy. Kittle's getting a shot at halftime to come back and play. So I don't think they've reached their potential yet because of the injuries. I'm not making an excuse, and everyone gets hurt, but their depth is being tested right now.
And think about this for a second, too. Like, All-Pro Hufanga didn't play. Now, we might decide how good is he this year. Hasn't been great, but he didn't play. So then Mustafa off of the rookie out of Wake Forest, 4th-round pick. Shout out to my Nigerian brother. 4th-round pick. He gets hurt after getting a pick. So now you're on free safety or strong safety number 3. Like, if I'm being honest, I don't want to look ahead, but I'll say a sentence in looking ahead. I don't expect them to beat the Chiefs. Beat the Chiefs. With all due respect to the Niners, bang, bang all day. I don't.
I don't think they're a better team.
Yo,
That's
you
crazy.
rep the
That's
Niners
crazy.
all day, every day,
all day,
right?
all day.
How can you sit here and say that?
I don't, because Shady.
Yo, that's wild.
Here's my
No,
thing,
ain't no yo
T.Y.
Shady. That's wild.
If Christian McCaffrey was in, you acquired Christian McCaffrey to beat the Chiefs.
But
Christian ain't gonna be there.
So
Christian ain't gonna be
what's
there.
the Niners' goal this year then, Acho?
Beat the Chiefs in February. I don't need them to beat the Chiefs on October
They need to sneak into
October
the
20th.
Yo, this is crazy though.
They need to
First of
sneak
all,
into
Yeah, with this roster.
the running game should be. We shouldn't even talk about the running game because we know one thing about Kyle Shanahan. Chris McCaffrey makes the running game special.
Yes.
Right? But without him, the running game is really, really
Yeah,
good.
but it's still
good.
there's still layers.
Yo,
layers.
It's layers, but when you're
Still
talking about
6 in
yards per
rushing.
carry,
There's
you're
still
talking
6 in
about big gains, that's all that matters, right? Chris McCaffrey might make a guy miss and go 80 yards, but Kyle Shanahan might have a design play that might just go for 50 yards per touch.
Of course.
We seen it last night.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So take the running game out of it. Okay.
You can't. You want me to take CMC out of it too?
But what I'm saying is, last
take the
night,
best player of the game.
last night they rushed. Hold on, Jace. They rushed for a lot of yards last night. Take out Christian is special,
Yeah.
but they ran the ball well.
Of course. I'm not just
230.
Okay, so you talked about having special players, right? They have more special players than the Chiefs on offense, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Of course.
100%.
And the thing is, I do think the Niners are struggling a little bit right now, but I think there's a stepping stone last night. I will say this, though. I think it was a wake-up call. Sometimes, yo, you've been good for so long and it's been comfortable. We're like, yo, I'm working out every day. I'm super strong. I might miss Monday, but yo, am I still strong? Yes.
Yep.
And then sometimes you might go against somebody that's a little stronger than you. You're like, hold up, is this? Okay, let me get back in my routine.
Yeah.
So I do think that the Niners, they're
point.
getting back to the routines of, okay, we gotta win these games. We can't be up in the 4th quarter and still losing. That's not who we are.
Yeah.
And I think somebody need a reality check. I think they got the reality check. They back on schedule.
That's so good.
And not only that, why were you so quick to say you don't think the Niners going to beat the Chiefs? The Chiefs they're winning, but they're not playing dominant football neither. They lost Rashee Rice. They lost Pacheco.
Come on now.
They lost the other receiver.
Who?
Arizona
Hollywood Brown. He didn't play yet.
Hollywood Brown ain't out. So you out there with Juju and you out there with Kelsey and you got my man that just came off the couch at Kareem Hunt. But you was so confident and really quick and you the bang bang Niner
Bang,
game.
bang, I get Fred won for president.
Come on, no, it's an honest question.
on.
And you was so quick to say
Purdy
they
for
not gonna win
governor.
this
Like,
game.
come on, man.
Why not?
Here's
Because
why.
you ain't seen the dominance. That's why.
That's part of it. That's for sure part of it. And James, he got me in the corner. I'm here like this. Ref, blow the whistle, man. Ref, blow the whistle. He got me in the corner. It's twofold. 2 years ago, the Niners played the Chiefs, I believe, Colvin, correct me if I'm wrong, coming off a bye week. Bosa was dealing with an injury. He came back healthy. Chiefs was I think the Chiefs put up 44 points against the Niners. And the Niners were healthy. That was, I think, Christian McCaffrey's like second game.
At the 49ers.
2 years ago.
I remember that game.
2 years ago. I think it was Christian McCaffrey's like first or second game there. I think that was the case. I'm going off top of my head.
A lot of jet sweeps.
Mahomes
and all
played
that.
insane.
Not coming off a bye, but I think McCaffrey shows up. Then last year, Niners in the Super Bowl, outside of Dre Greenlaw getting hurt, who obviously he missed the season, but Dre Greenlaw getting hurt, like the Niners was full force. And the Chiefs still beat them. So I don't care who wins on that next week. To me, it's about when y'all see them in the Super Bowl, draw blood.
Are we sure we were going to
You beat them, y'all got beaten 19, y'all got beaten
Mark his
23.
words. So look, he's all this rap he's saying. So make sure when we pick the team, you better not pick the Niners.
I ain't got a choice. I got a choice. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.